Okay. 1 second. Okay, let's start with, there she is. There she is with some, her little tail. Let's start with some breathing. I'll just show you the pea pot, the little pea pot, because she needs a lot of attention this morning. She's right here. There's her little Manxie tail. And cat viewing. It's a good way to start the day. Inhale, open, stretch out and up. Reach out to your fingertips and then just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, letting go of whatever stuckness might be in your body, any little cobwebs. Shake them out, clear them out. Inhale, open. Exhale, shake, 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 let go. Try to relax your neck, throat, and tongue. Inhale, open. Exhale, shake, shake, shake. Doesn't have to be a super energetic shake, but it could be a light, gentle shake, a little bounce. Just waking up all the cells in your body, giving them some mobility. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shake, 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 shake your money maker. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And then let's go into spirals, twisting and looking around behind you. The sun has just come out. So thinking of every vertebra in the whole structure of your spine, getting just a tiny bit of movement, and every little cushy disc like a marshmallow. And the marshmallow disc is pushing in both directions to create space between the bones. So the marshmallow disc isn't just like collapsed into itself, it's expanding out, rebounding from center to the edge of the disc so the bones don't crunch all together. So we're just inviting in the image of spaciousness into our spines. Spaciousness into our bodies as we spiral, looking around behind us. Get your head involved too, so eyes looking all the way back there. And then start to slow it down and just take in the environment as you get slower and a little bit smaller, and then you can see what's around you, noticing your own environment and giving your brainstem the information that you're safe. There's nothing gonna, well, relatively safe, let's say. And then let's circle our shoulders, getting our scapula to move. At the same time as I'm circling my shoulders, I am doing a little bit of an arch and curl. Breathing in any pattern that feels good. Arching and curling, head-tail relationship. Knees are bending and straightening. And then let's go with one arm at a time. Oh, this is just an interesting thing. We're going to go like a little circle with the hand, circle in the elbow, circle in the arm. And then we're going to go the other way. Circle inward, circle inward, circle inward. Other side. Circle the hand out from the elbow, from the rotator cuff, and then circle the hand in from the elbow, from the rotator cuff. Let's do both at the same time, but they're going to go in the same direction. 1, 2, 3, and then the other way. Wrist, elbow, arm. If we wanted to be insane, we'd have one hand doing one thing while, oops, I didn't do that. Like there's my hand and my elbow, and then try it on the other side, hand and elbow. Just see if you can do it. Like just hand circling at one side, elbow on the other. This is like for your brain to go, oh my God, what is going on? Short circuit, hand and elbow. Good. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And let's go in with both hands. So both hands circling in, both elbows circling in, both arms circling in, both hands circling out, both elbows circling out, both arms circling out. One more time, in, hands in, elbows in, arm circle in, hands out, elbows out, arm circle out. And then we're just going to, this is a very sort of gyrokinesis-y version, just reaching forward and backward. So one hand's going forward, one hand's going back, and you're spiraling through your torso. So lower body is kind of stable, but we're spiraling it's like the twist, but now the emphasis, so that we were twisting really through the horizontal here. Now we're really twisting through the sagittal dimension, not the horizontal plane. So right in front and right behind, right in front, right behind, getting that movement, rib cage, lungs, heart, diaphragm, and some differentiation here in the pelvis. All right, let's do pelvis forward, reach out with your tail. Pelvis forward, stick out your butt, really actively reach. So pelvis is going forward and then butt is sticking out. Pelvis forward, reach out through your tail. Pelvis forward. I'm using my hands to support pelvis forward, pelvis back, pelvis forward, pelvis back, pelvis forward, pelvis back. So here again, sagittal, really maybe this is the sagittal plane. Reach it back, forward and back. And then big circles with your pelvis, circling around, letting the bowl of your pelvis and the diaphragm of your pelvic floor have some motion. And as that is moving around, your organs are moving around inside there, nice slippery sliding surfaces. That's a good alliteration. Slippery sliding surfaces of the organs. Change direction other way. Greasing up, hydrating the inner body and this hip socket, right? As well as the bones and muscles in our feet and ankles. Good. And then we're going to do another breathing. We're going to inhale up for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come down the middle, pushing down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press down the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So letting the arms go up very light, as if they're just lifting on their own accord. And then as you come down, really pushing down with some strength. 3, 4, 5, 6. Floating up, light, free, and easy. 4, 5, 6. Pushing down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Floating up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pushing down. 2, 3, 4. So we're changing the energy. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 6. Push down, push down, push down. So we want to think of it floating up, like light, free, and easy, like, and then, so let's change the breath. So it's just going to be an inhale, and then inhale. Like we're coming up into the wonder, what is that? And then push it down. Lightness. I'm even letting my mouth open on that and then pushing down. So often we say, oh, you always got to breathe through your nose. You always got to do this, but there are no alwayses about anything. Sometimes we want to take that breath in from the mouth on occasion, just so that we can do it. And there's a lightness to that too. So it's not 90% of the time we want to be breathing through our nose, but every once in a while we want to try breath practices that do different things. We can cool down with this sort of sipping. So let's practice that for a few times. It's like you're toking a joint, but it's wider than a joint. So it's more expansive. You're getting that cool air on your tongue. Think about dogs. They pant to cool down. So it's the same for us. It's not the same, but we can cool down with that breath and then let go. So sucking in, take a little hold, and then as if you're blowing out through a straw, sucking in, little hold and lift. Let it go. So this is an interesting thing. People that, and I'm not a pot smoker. It just doesn't agree with me. But people who do can usually hold their breath, right? Bit more, get that breath in there, hold the breath, let it out. If we take out the smoking part of that, that is a breath practice, right? So I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying, hold. Without the smoke, we may be getting more benefit, right? Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So just letting yourself play with some breath practices instead of just going with the normal, this is how I breathe. Add some breath holds, some suspensions at the top of the breath, some suspensions at the bottom of the breath, or really emptiness spots at the bottom. All right, let's move a little bit more. Let's go into our X. We're going to cross elbow to knee, open, then elbow to knee. Crossing over, big cross. Really mobilize your body. So a big shift. Like I could just be here and kind of not reaching out into my fascia, or I can go reach, reach and push. And I'm pushing away with the bottom leg, reaching, pushing and reaching, finding that cross body contralateral pattern with the elbow and the knee. So mid limb initiation, push and then bend, push and fold it in, push, fold it in, push, fold it in. Same thing to the back, push, touch it in the back, touch, touch. So I'm letting my upper body go a little forward so I can get my leg up higher. If I stay vertical, that's okay. But if I move forward, it's a little more fun, a little more activity. If I let myself go out of the vertical plane into the forwardness where I'm kind of on the incline. Using your breath. Huffing and puffing. No shame in breathing. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, let it go. And let's do a balance exercise. So this is going to be one where if you feel like you got your balance really easily, you're going to close your eyes. There's a few different things that we can do to challenge ourselves more with this. So I'm going to put this so you can see my feet as well as my upper body. I'm going to do hands on hips. You could also do hands slightly in front of you to help you balance. If you're using your arms to help you balance, put them behind you, it's going to make it harder. Think about the tightrope walker, right? They hold the pole out in front. So same thing there. I'm going to go hands on hips. We're just going to come up, stand on one foot, pick up your other foot to your knee, and close your eyes. If it's already enough to do it with your eyes open, then go ahead and work on that. Woo! Change it whenever you're ready. It's not nerve-wracking to try and balance in front of people on TV. Bring it onto the other side. If you need to open your eyes, but see if you can do it with your eyes closed, just feeling into your balance. Woo! Connecting into the earth. Yeah, if I let myself settle and I think about really connecting into the earth energy, bringing my weight down into my foot, it's a lot easier. If I'm up here kind of in the air, it could be a little more destabilizing. So if I'm down in the earth, or the air or the fire may be destabilizing, but the earth and the water can help me come down. Trying one side and the other, just shifting whenever you feel like you're ready. Woo! Yeah, lots of opportunity to play around here. Part of it for me is about relaxing into it. If I go, okay, I'm here, it's no big deal, I can just hang out and let myself drop down into that, it's a lot easier. All right, even yourself out and then just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And we're going to take it down to the floor, all the way down onto your butt on the floor. And oops, sorry about that. My camera is very sensitive. Come on. And now it doesn't want to go back on. Hold on, let me just get this going again, if I can. Oh, the camera just decided that it wasn't going to be part of the game anymore. Try it one last time. Well, this is my regular camera. Isn't it funny? Yeah, my camera, which is actually connected, is no longer connected. So here we go. Here we go. If you're still here, hallelujah, well done. We'll just deal with the regular old FaceTime camera, unless it somehow shows up again. So why does technology do this? Nothing happened, but we freaked out. I don't know. Maybe that's what happens to people too. Technology has its own emotional, I can't be there for you anymore. I got to go. Its own emotional, and you know what? That's my Logitech camera. It's a 922 that isn't working. Just let's name it in a bitchy way. Coming into a cross-legged position. Side stretch to one side. Inhale, open, and that camera is not that old. Side stretch. Inhale, open, side stretch. Inhale, open, side stretch. Ah, opening at that side body. Try not to let your butt pop off the floor. Really feel so you can see how if my butt pops off, this shortens. If my butt really goes down, I go into that curve, right? If I pop it into the curve. So just feeling, actually, it's kind of a good exercise just to do that. Let your butt pop up and then reach it down. Let your butt pop up, reach it down. You can really see the shift of what's stretching because I'm actually pushing into the side body, getting the stretch deep into that. My QL, my transversus abdominis, my core a little bit in the obliques, right? So if I release it and then I push, take it deeper. If I let it come up, take it deeper. And let's take it forward and down. Relax your head, shift gently from side to side. Let the back of the neck release. Soften and melt. But this could also be my computer. It could not be the camera's fault. It could be my computer. And I have one of those. Thank you, Susan, for your help in getting this computer. But I got the computer in the year where they changed the plug-in. And so I have to have an adapter to plug anything in with a regular. This is my moment of complaining. I normally try not to rant or bitch or moan about things while I'm teaching, but hey, sometimes it happens. Non-dominant foot goes in front. That's reality. Side stretch, everything is not perfect all the time. Side stretch, inhale, open. How do you roll with the punches? Punch back, roll, get away. What do you do? And then how worried do you get about your response? Inhale, open, exhale, sideways, take it forward, all the way around. Inhale, open, side stretch. What if my whole video just stopped and I just talked you through the whole thing? Could you do it? I feel like I could talk you through it enough. And if you've taken my class enough, you would be fine. Let's see if that has come back online as a possibility. Yep. So sometimes, there we go. Sometimes it just needed a little break. All right, we're going to change our exercise. There was something else I wanted to do down there. Oh, well, it's gone. Oh, I think I know what it is. Oh, no, I know what it was. We're going to kind of do it, but slightly different. So we're going to do a roll all the way down to the floor. Inhale, stretch and reach it long. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, spiral, open your heart and lungs. Exhale, inhale, roll it down. Flex your feet, lengthen your whole body. Roll it up, spiral, open. Serve your sandwiches to everyone. Take it down. Inhale, bending your knees as you come up. Inhale, open. Exhale, lengthening it out. Coming up. Spiral, bring it back. Inhale, open. If it's too much to go all the way down to the floor, you can always skip the floor and just wait in the halfway point. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, spiral. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, spiral. Exhale. Reach it out. Come up, twist, and down. We're going to change it. Inhale, open. Exhale. We're going to straighten one leg and take both arms up and then fold it down. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, up the other leg. Inhale, exhale. Reach it out. Bring it up. One leg. Fold it in. Inhale, exhale. The other leg. Fold it in. We're going to try both legs, or just do one leg at a time, or both legs. Up to you. We're going to do that 4 times. So if you're doing one leg at a time, just do right, left, right, left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. I think we're going to do 2 extras because I sort of lost count. Between 3 and 4, I lost my capacity to know what was going on. One more. Stretch it out. Wiggle your spine, free it up. Shake, shake, shake. Jiggle it out. Jello body, soft, easy tissue, and bend your knees. And we'll just knee drop from side to side, massaging through your glutes. One hip opens and then the other. So we're still hydrating that hip socket as this knee is opening and closing, hydrating deep into that femur head, into the hip socket. And then if you want to take it a little deeper, go ahead. Spiraling deeper. Massaging through your back, opening your arms wide, opening the chest and lungs. And then come back in. And let's warm up our back a little bit more. Just inhale, press it up, take the arms with you, and then exhale down. We're going to keep spiraling the arms. So palms are going to face up. Inhale. Palms are going to face down. Inhale. Palms are going to face out. That's kind of a weird one. Inhale. And then palms are going to face in. Inhale. Palms face up. Palms face down. Palms face in. Palms face out. One more time. Palms face up. Palms face down. Thinking of that spiral going all the way up your arm. Palms face in. Palms face out. Palms stay on the floor. Lift your pelvis up. Open your feet a little wider. Well, maybe not that much wider. Maybe shoulder distance. You're going to lift up high and then drop your hips down to the right. Circle it up and then drop them down to the left. Or it could be the left and then the right. Doesn't matter. But you're basically making an arc with your pelvis up and over to the side and down. Circling up and down. So it's a big shift. I'm going to show you what this looks like from here. I'm just going to go up the middle. I'm going to take it down to one side, up the middle, down to the other side. If this hurts in your knees, then don't do it. If it hurts in your back, don't do it. If it's hurting, just go make it smaller. Don't go very far, or just stay in the center. But if you can, and I'm turning my head in the opposite direction as my pelvis. So letting this movement happen one side then the other. Then I'm going to come up and I'm going to come onto one shoulder and just reach down. I'm going to come onto that shoulder and reach. Coming down onto a shoulder, reach, pushing up. Other shoulder, push it up. If that hurts, if that doesn't work for you, don't do it. You can also just reach like this without going onto your shoulder. I feel like going onto the shoulder and pushing for me is a very satisfying feeling, but I also do a lot of upper body strength stuff, which we aren't doing in here. Could release it, roll down. I mean, we're doing some upper body strength, but not like the amount that I do in my outer life, in the outer world. Most of the stuff that I do in here, I really feel like is prep so that I can do the more intense stuff in the classes that I take and teach out in the world. But this is kind of like the maintenance program. Let your happy baby do whatever you need to do for your back. And it might be that for you, this is enough of an exercise program that you don't need to do extra stuff. But in my opinion, we were born to move. Like I get up, I go and take a walk. On any given day, I'm pretty physical for a lot of the day. So maybe renegotiate your thinking around what is the right amount of stuff for you to do. And it doesn't mean like I'm going intensity. I'm doing a lot of practices that are embodied practices, but very gentle as well. or like just going for the walk outside in nature. Open your feet wide, internally rotate one leg at a time, spiraling in. And when you're out there in the world, in nature, if you have the chance to be out there in the world in nature, take it in, receive the nature, look around, participate with the environment, right? You're breathing the air, you're seeing all the abundance around you of the green and the birds, whatever. That's what I'm seeing. Let yourself take that in, enriching through that nature in whatever way. Sometimes it's the smells. That's one of the cool things about having the seasonal change here is like different things are blossoming. Even when it rains compared to when it's dry, like the smells outside are different. All right, we're going to do switches 1, 2, 3, and circle around one leg at a time. Going 1, 2, 3, circle it out. Other side 1, 2, 3, and circle open. Pointed, pointed, pointed. Flexed, pointed, pointed, pointed. Flex. You can always put your head down on the floor if you want. 2, 3, or not. Flex. 1, 2, 3. Flex. 1, 2, 3. Flex. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Flex it out. Come in. We're going to do my huge, it's not that huge. It's all the knee stuff, because with this weather we've been having like a lot of high barometric pressure. Is it low or is it high? I don't know. It's when there's more rain, that pressure, which is kind of more uncomfortable. The pressure system. Reach it out. You're going to flex your foot, low leg. 1, in sets of 4. 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. Long leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to flex up, point down, big kick. Parallel. Going 1, 2, 3. For 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn it out. This is going to stay flexed the whole time. Leg is coming up the middle, up the midline, flexed foot for 8. Going 1, 2. Inner thigh brings it up, outer thigh brings it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're actually going to roll over onto our side and stretch that quad right away. So roll over onto your side, grabbing on. You can rotate the leg in and out from the hip socket, again, greasing up that hip socket. Hello, Peapod. Hello. And then come onto your back and we'll do the other leg. So starting with the flexed foot, low leg for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flex up, point down for 8. 1. Big kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turned out leg, flexed foot. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rolling over onto your side, grab on, stretch your quad, a little bit of internal, external rotation if that feels good. Yeah, so what I was going to say about the pressure or whatever, this rainy, more humid weather, I feel the injury in my knee. It doesn't feel injured, it just feels achy, so it's weird. All right, we're going to come onto our side. So we're going to do the whole thing with the side, turn in, turn out, all the things here. So starting with your legs straight down below you. So you're not in the Pilates pike, but you are long through your body, long, so that the continuity of your torso down into your legs is a long line. We're going to start parallel, low leg, turned parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turned out. Flex foot. Low leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turned in. Flex foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Tap it out. We're going to kick up and down to the side for 8. Turned out. Flex up. Point down. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to do the bottom leg. So we're going to either take your leg behind you or in front of you, whichever one feels good. If it's in front of you, you can reach around and grab it, or behind you and just try and keep your pelvis sort of perpendicular to the floor. I'm going behind because of that knee thing. So flex foot, parallel up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turned out. Flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turned in. Flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift it up. Turn it out. Turn it in. 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 Shake it out. Let it go. Roll over onto your back. Open it up. Big stretch. Let your inner thighs release. You can take your legs up and then lower down. Breathe. And then just shake it all out. Jelly, jelly, jelly. Let it go. Soft and mushy. And then we're going to do the other side. Turn this on the other diagonal. So starting with your leg on top, legs are straight down below you. Top leg is parallel. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Flex foot. 1. Long leg. 2. Head is reaching away. 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it in. Flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax it. Give it a little hit. Now it's been working a little while because it was also working when it was on the bottom half. And let's kick up with a flex and point for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to take it to the inner thigh of the other leg. So coming down onto your side, inner thigh is, I just have to my ear pods. Those cheap Tozo earbuds were better than the Apple ones, I have to say. Up and down, more comfortable for sure. Parallel flex foot, going 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Flex foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And believe me, no, none of these companies are supplying me with any product. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2. I see a kitty. Turn in and out. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go for 6, 5, 6. And relax. Roll over. open it up, release. Bend one knee, bend the other. Yeah, so if you're there in TV land, I am actually in the Zoom room. There are people in my Zoom room. You could be one of them. And there is something to be said for actually being in the room. But maybe it's the same when if you're in real time in YouTube. I don't know. But we usually have some little bit of discussion before and after. Let's come onto hands and knees. Elbows and knees. Let's go elbows and knees. Arch and curl, more spine. Arching and curling. And then you're going to push into your hands and just rotate out, rotate in, spiraling out, spiraling in, out, and in, and out, and in. Then let's take one leg out behind you, kicking the ceiling up and down. 1, 2, 3. These are big ones. 4, 5, 6. We're going to go for 15, 7. Change number systems. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bend your knee, pulse to the ceiling, pointed toes, poke a hole through the ceiling as high as you can go. Leg can be parallel or turned out or somewhere in the middle. Just pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, other side, up and down. 1 for 15. 2, 3, 4, long leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bend your knee, poke a hole through the ceiling, pulsing it up. Little pulses, poke a hole, poke a hole, poke a hole. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And sink into a child's pose. I'm not going to stay in the child's pose, but you can. I'm just going to roll over my head. So this is an option if it feels good to you. I just can't stay in deep flexion in my knees right now. Let's come up. If this hurts your knees, get more padding or don't do it. So I feel like this is one of the things that has been rehabbing my knee injury, and that is just taking my pelvis back like I'm going to sit down and then coming back up. You can make it harder by leaning back. You can make it easier by taking your hands forward. You don't have to go all the way down. Listen to your own body. But what is happening is that you're working your quads on the stretch. Like as you're going down, they're getting a little bit of a stretch, but you're still engaging them. And that tends to be a pretty magical place for your body. Not extreme stretch working, but when you're in something manageable for your body. So I kind of play around with it, all the versions of it. Back in the days when I was young and carefree, I probably could have gone all the way down. Probably, maybe not. I think I could though. I think I could go all the way down and come back up, back in my 20s, maybe even in my 30s. Four more. 3, try to stay even on both legs. 2, last one. Take it into a forearm plank, legs out behind you. One knee to the floor at a time, parallel, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 11, 12. Twisting underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it down to the floor. Relax all the way. Bend your knees. Let your legs drop from side to side. Massaging out your quads, both of them. Letting your feet be relaxed. Hydrating that tissue, releasing your lower back, releasing your hips, relaxing your ankles and feet. Relax your toes. And then tops of the feet on the floor, arms out to the side. We're going to circle the arms. As you're circling, start to spiral so that your palm is front, and then spiral so that your palm is the other direction. So you're rotating your arms one direction. Try to keep turning in the same direction as you rotate the other way. It's kind of challenging. So it might be easier just to rotate one direction, change direction to rotate the other direction. You can see, let's just go with the easy one. I can't think and talk about it too much. So spiraling out through your fingertips from, you can think of it, imagine it starting in your heart and lungs. Breathing, let go. Let's arch all the way up, opening up, and then taking it back down, using your breath. Push the floor away, arch and open, and exhale, release. Inhale, open, exhale, release. Inhale, open, exhale. Inhale, open. If you want to go nuts, you can try bending your knees, seeing if you can touch your toes to your head or imagine it. If you're 6 or 7 years old, you might be able to do it. If you have a very flexible back, you still might be able to do it. And relax. Curl your toes under, head on your hands. Just push up and down, soften your spine, release and let go. Head and neck, jaw muscles relaxed. And we're going to do a pumping breath. So it's a big puff and puff, really breathing into your lungs, filling them up, and then a very strong exhale. And we're going to do regular Pilates swimming with that. So inhale the whole thing up, radiate out. Loopy pod. And then release and come up. Take it into a child's pose. Breathe. Breathe into your back like you're a bubble, letting the whole thing fill up. And then coming up. I think we've probably been going for quite a while now. We have at least one person in TV land. Oh, we're still good. It's only, we haven't been going quite so far. Feel free to comment in the comment section, person who is there or other people who might see this in the later date. You can always interact a little bit, but you don't have to. No pressure. All right, we're going to do a couple more leg things. So I'm just going to face you a little bit more. I am going to flex my foot. My leg is straight out in front of me, and I'm just going to pulse up. I'm trying to get this little set of muscles that that cross my knee to engage. So you can pinch it to see if it's working. Oh, it's working. I can feel that. Pulsing up 1, 2, 3. My rehab has been working. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching legs. Same thing. See if you can get that little trifecta to your gracilis, your sartorius, and an adductor, another adductor, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. More quad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to the first side, repeating one more time. Turned out leg, give it a little pinch. Are those muscles working? Are they engaging? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it out. Flex foot. 1, 2. Is it working? 3, 4, 5. If I really push through my heel, it helps. 8, 9, 10. Parallel. 1, 2. Now they're not. Now it's really quad. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. And let's take it down. Actually, let's just take it into a forward fold. We did just work our quads. We're going to soften them, relax it, rotate in and out. Let that tissue release, but then we're going to just stretch our hamstrings. Melt down. Surrender, let go, breathe. Breathing big into your lower body. So let the diaphragm really descend down. The jellyfish of the diaphragm descending down into your organs, all the way down towards your pelvic floor. So there's this internal life force, energy, mobility, keeping things healthy and alive, right? We don't want to lock up our body, right? We want to have freedom. We may do locks here and there, like we may do mula bandha or different locks or engage our muscles, but then we also want to make sure we can really let that go. Walking your butt from side to side, breathing deep, relax your whole spine, free flow your body. Maybe even it's just up here and there's a little bit extra free flow. What if you had 3% more free flow in your body? What would that be like? Would the whole world fall apart? Or would it just be easier? Let's come down onto our backs and just do this as a final exercise. Opening your arms out, spiraling and twisting, pushing with your arms. If you want to make it harder, straighten out your legs. Using your arms and back to support the movement. Good. And then whenever you're ready, bring it in, give it a shake, give your legs a bang, right? Getting in there, softening things up so the muscles aren't holding any more than they need to. And let's just do one leg at a time. You're just going to take your hands, make a cuff, and then spiral in and out. So you're basically getting the tissue of your legs and your IT band to be able to differentiate. So it's got some gliding, sliding, slippery, smooth surfaces, right? Getting in there. You can do it down your leg. This is different. I mean, you can still do the same thing, but I always want to just get in there and kind of dig into my calf whenever I get down here. Shake it out. Same thing on the other side. Cuff, internally and externally rotate the cuff, spiral one way and the other, especially this IT band, big sort of packing tape like band here. Underneath it, really gelatinous, but very integrated, really bound, but well, I want to say it's like bound water. It's gel-like surface underneath of connective tissue going in the other way of fascia. So in order to move, you have to have the freedom between those two things. We do want our IT band to be very tight. It's supposed to, that we couldn't stand up if it wasn't. Get down through the back of the leg. Yeah, so we have a lot of places where we have really dense, strong, bandy fascia, a lot of sort of big tendinous sheaths that need to be strong. They're not supposed to be mushy. They're supposed to be strong, right? So sometimes people are like, oh, my IT band is so tight. Well, that's good. It should be. But underneath it, we want some smoothness and some capacity to move against itself. Shake it all out. Let's roll and come to a standing position. In your standing position, well, it's not actually standing, just standing, feet on the floor, butt to the ceiling. Let yourself swing back and forth. You can bend one knee, bend the other. Free up your spine, let it go, surrender, bow down. What do you bow down to? Anything? Bring it in and roll it up. There's a lot of things I bow down to. I bow down to nature and to the sky and to the earth and to the air. The sky and the air, kind of similar things, but maybe not exactly the same. Just shake it out, let go. Inhale, open. Feeling into the space around you as if it's your friend, as if it's holding you. Gravitational pull of the earth connecting you to the planet. You're not going to fall off. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. So this time really actively reach up, sort of strengthen energy going up. And then as you come down, floating down, soft, light, and easy. Let's do one more like that. Really actively reaching up, active engagement, and then coming down like you're like a feather just floating down, light and easy. So we can have these different qualities of how we're moving. This is what we look at a lot in Laban, like the types of dynamic qualities that people are moving with. All right, that is it for TV Land people. Thank you for being there, anyone who was here, and hope to see you again on Saturday. Yeah, I don't know how to set it into YouTube that I am going to be doing something and then have it work that it comes out in my Zoom room. Maybe one of these days I'll figure that out, or maybe I have to pay more to be able to do that. So anyway, that's a possibility that I could actually have it